I've read your book, Waking Up, and I've tried to follow your instructions on how to meditate, but I really cannot do it. I have a chattering mind that won't shut up, and I find it impossible to arrest my thought. I do not doubt that meditation would be good for me, and I dearly wish that I could experience its benefits, but I cannot do it. So my question is, do you think there are people in the world who cannot learn to meditate, just as there are tone-deaf people who cannot learn a musical instrument, and still others who will never learn to sing? Take someone like Christopher Hitchens. Did you ever discuss meditation with him? And if so, was he even teachable in this regard? My sense is that people who are drawn to meditation are neurologically inclined to such practices. By contrast, those conflicted and disputatious souls who are more inclined to find solace in literature never really master the art of meditation. I would love to be proven wrong, but please tell me your thoughts. This is from John Askin. I don't think I ever spoke to Hitch about meditation, and I don't know that he ever tried it, so I don't know really anything on that topic. Everyone finds it difficult. Virtually everyone finds it difficult, especially in the beginning. And it is just simply a fact that your experience of meditating for the longest time, and probably for the rest of your life, will be one of continually noticing that you're lost in thought and then coming back to the object of meditation, whether that's your breath or the arising of thoughts themselves, or just kind of a wide open awareness of whatever you can notice, sounds, sensations, moods, whatever you're trying to focus on. That project will be continually interrupted by your automatically and unwittingly identifying with the next thought that arises in consciousness. So the thing you have to do at the outset is just accept that this is the character of your mind and be willing to begin again. All you're going to be doing is starting over and over again. If you sit down and want to meditate for an hour, you will be interrupted 1,000 times in that hour by thought. And it's not a matter of suppressing thought. It's not a matter of getting to some place where you no longer think. I mean, those experiences can happen, but that's not the goal of meditation ultimately. The goal is to see thoughts as thoughts and recognize what consciousness is like prior to them, and even in their very midst as they're recognized. And you can do that. You can get there even with a mind that is more or less continuously bombarded by thoughts. You just need enough mindfulness to keep coming back. And again, I'm going to build an app to help with this, because I think guided meditation is very useful. It's especially useful in the beginning, but it's useful for anyone. It's still useful for me. Having someone in your ear remind you that you're supposed to be paying attention is just a device to help you break the spell of identification with thought in a moment when you weren't otherwise going to break it yourself. So it's a very useful thing to do, to listen to guided meditations, and there are many available online. I have 2 online, but there are many others. And I will announce my app once it's available. And there are other good apps that can help in this regard. There's the app Calm, and there's Headspace. And there's the one my friends Dan Harris and Joseph Goldstein produced, 10% Happier, which is also great. So I recommend you just experiment and see which one you like. But perhaps most important, you just have to recognize that having a mind that never gets distracted, a mind without thought, is a false goal. What you want is to notice this next thought as it arises in consciousness, as an appearance, and to not necessarily feel psychologically implicated in it. It's just another piece of language or image. And you can do that. And your ability to do that in a meaningful way will not necessarily be heralded by a total change in the character of your mind. In fact, it's very unlikely to be for most people.